Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I'm Travis. It is Wednesday.
Hey, everybody. I'm eating my dinner.
So, all of a sudden, Pac-Man Page is a good guy, and he was just an asshole like 2 weeks ago, and now he's a good guy. It's so weird to me. Like, both of these wrestling companies are struggling.
They are.
Raw had the lowest rating that it's ever had internationally since it's been on.
What? No,
Dude,
Travis,
it's
no.
this terrible show.
I mean, we're right in saying that it's garbage and people aren't watching it.
By the way,
And they're
guess what they
losing fans
guess
instead
what
of
they
gaining
did
them?
on Tuesday, last night. I didn't watch. You know how I was watching that Alexander thing.
Yeah.
Fucking Stephanie Valkyra lost her title last night. So I
To
think
who?
they're to that the ugliest woman on the roster. That one,
Really?
the hatchet face looking girl. I can't remember what her name is, but she was with
I know who you're talking about.
Mandy Rose,
Mm-hmm.
and they cut the other one, Gigi Jolan. They
Mhm.
cut her,
The pretty
and
one.
it's the other one.
Yeah.
She's still there. Anyway, she's the world champion, women.
In NXT? Well, they better be moving Stephanie up to
She's
the new roster
obviously
then.
moving up to the
If not, they fucked up.
And I think that Brian May will probably show up any day.
Is that why they're doing it? Is because they got Gully up there too and stuff?
I think so.
You think Mariah May is going to go over there? Is that why we haven't seen her?
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's the big rumors. And she didn't show up
On the
it is not Monday, by the way, but I'm treating it like it is. Last night.
on NXT?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, they thought that she'd show up on AEW's pay-per-view.
Oh, over the weekend. Okay.
Yeah, and
On
get all
Sunday.
and everybody to shut up from the rumors, but it didn't happen. Is he giving the title away?
I don't know what the title is.
It's a Bret Hart title. Or
Oh, because he won it.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
He beat Bill.
Anyways, Walter's in the chat. Sophie's in the chat. Robbie's with us.
Woo!
Walter says, hi, Travis. Hi, Daphne. AEW Dynamite. Daphne, good news at one bingo. Got popcorn and a called bingo. Damn, Walter. You are just the man when it comes to bingo lately. Walter says, okay, at 9 I'm going, but I'll be here Monday for Raw. What movie are you going to go watch this Friday, Walter? Do you know yet? Sophie says, hi, people. Stephanie, Jordan Grace, and Ricky Stain are rumored to get called up.
Ew.
And Sophie says, NXT got 2 new champions. And Robbie says, what up? Anyone winning tonight? Not us!
Nobody watching this shit is. I can tell you
I
that.
fucking ain't winning. This shit's garbage. Sophie says both Adam Page and Will Ospreay didn't want to main event All In.
And guess what? They both did.
Oh no, they main evented it and they cried and all kinds
And
of
Bill
stupid
lost.
shit.
Old Bill Ospreay.
It's a good thing that they brought Ospreay in, gave him such a great contract so he could be a dipshit. Congratulations, AEW.
I feel like he's spitting everywhere.
He is.
Passion of procrastination.
He's like that guy, that big fat weird old guy that has stuff everybody thinks is so great still. That's in this stupid place. He does it too. He looks like he should have a heart attack when he's out there yelling
Samoa
and
Joe.
screaming. Yeah, that guy. That guy.
I had to catch up.
Anyways.
I thought you meant like with a stutter.
No, spitting. Not stuttering. Spitting. Anyway, so this
Oh,
is...
he's going to promise us something.
This is
More Cowboy shit. 7 weeks.
Good Lord, that's a weird number.
It's 7 weeks.
In 7 weeks, I'm going to be the AEW champion.
So no shit. So the winning at their last pay-per-view on Sunday gave them the number 1 contendership for the championship.
Mm-hmm.
That's 7 weeks away.
Yeah, 7 weeks.
Meaning that they can't change either of those titles for 7 weeks. The women either, because Sasha won hers. So she's wrestling.
Yeah. Swerve Pants. He's coming out to beat your ass. Just kidding.
They're both
they
good
love
guys.
each other.
They'll probably
Anyway,
do
so
the 69er.
this is a rendition of both of these companies, WWE and AEW. It's exactly
I don't
what's
like
happening.
AEW. I'm going to watch WWE. You
It's
should
the
switch
same-
seats with me.
It's the same fucking
Here we are on the Titanic. Hey, trade me seats. Trade me seats.
I
Okay.
want a lifeboat, damn it. You get a goddamn door in the middle of the ocean. Oh, let's see. Sophie also says Stephanie is rumored to be called up to Raw while Jordan is rumored for SmackDown. It is interesting that the people that are rumored to get called up haven't been in NXT that long.
Yeah,
but they've also been in indie places a long time, Sophie. So basically, they should have their quote-unquote foundational stuff of wrestling.
Triple H understands that the ship's going down and he has to do something. And he thinks that these AEW guys
and
are going to come over.
Think
about this. Vince McMahon was running a company that he sold for like $9 billion or some shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Triple H is sinking it. And so he's panicking and he's going to the competitor that Vince fired him because he lost to.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, if these guys beat me, they're better than my guys were. And he's bringing these fucking deadweights in because he thinks they have a future there. And you're seeing it all over. There's more than one. Like Ethan Page is over there. Ricky Stain. You got Ricky. The other one, isn't his name Ricky too? He's married to Peyton Royce.
Oh.
The iconic.
That's Ethan Page.
10. Spears.
Yeah.
Spears. Sean
Spears.
They got Sean Spears.
Is he on NXT?
Yeah. He runs a whole gang over there.
Oh, Jesus.
Anyways, then they got, Alexis King, or whatever his name is. Basically, Brian Pillman. Just one failure after another. Now they're going to be coming up to the main roster. Vince has got to be like, what the fuck? Well, I guess I can buy this back for $7.15 once it collapses. I don't think he realized that Triple H could bury his company. At some point, TKO is going to have to step in.
Their board needs to step up. The Rock needs to come in and be like, absolutely no, we're not doing this anymore.
Right, like we've got to get Vince McMahon back.
We can't have
at any cost.
We can't have this kind of talent on the thing. It's at this point, it's not even entertainment. It's just garbage.
I mean, it's just one indie guy after another, and then they bought another indie company, and then they're bringing in. They're gonna try to make them like have the same main event that Tony Khan's tried this shit. It don't fucking work, and Triple H is trying to like do the same thing.
He's basically Tony Khan.
Work. Well, and not only is he Tony Khan, but he's following Tony Khan.
Yeah.
It's like, do it first.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, like, Tony Khan following Vince McMahon.
Which he did.
Well, he's trying to,
he
right?
Did.
Like, but you
But
can't.
It was, like, old school Vince McMahon stuff that he tried to follow, and it did really good for those first couple of years. We watched it.
Right. And he was following Vince McMahon and failing, but still succeeding because Vince had talent. And I don't mean Vince had talent. Like, Vince McMahon isn't talented, although he is. I meant his talent that he has, even on a bad day, is better than AEW's on a good day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Triple H came in and said, well, I don't like any of this talent, and now he's bringing in all of Tony Khan's failed talent and indie talent, and it's fucking burning the ship down. Like, it's on fire. And now they're going to do... They're like, well, we don't want to have a heavyweight championship at our next pay-per-view match. Like, so we're going to put Jey Uso and John Cena in the same match at the pay-per-view. So we don't have a title match. It's a tag team match. It's...
I saw the tag team stuff.
Yeah.
So that's at the...
Yeah, so that's...
The Money in the Bank pay-per-view.
Money in the Bank. They're going to have that group of fucking dudes. This is Tony Khan with an exclamation point. And it's like, why are you doing that? Now, I get not having your champions wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I understand that. Just don't have them wrestle. Don't make them wrestle. But the belts aren't on the line, obviously, because it's a tag team match and each side's going to have one champion. The shit's been going downhill, and then we knew when Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble,
That was the end.
that things were going to get bad.
End is near.
But it's literally dropped every week since.
Yeah, their ratings are bad.
And then they had the brilliant idea, and it's a really good idea because even Vince would have done this. Bullshit. Is take the title off of Cody, put it on a retiring guy that doesn't wrestle, get rid of Cody, don't have him around, and then just watch what happens when the ship's just floundering.
And then miraculously bring him back.
Oh,
for a tag match.
Yeah, for that prestigious tag team match. That's what's happening right now in the world of wrestling. It's fucking on fire in the middle of the ocean. So it's like, well, do you drown or do you burn to death? It's kind of a shitty, like, well, what do you do? Well, won't the water put out the fire? No. It doesn't work that way.
Not this time.
And the fire's not going to dehydrate the ocean. So either way, you're fucking sunk. And that's what's happening right now. And now you're seeing it. Jordan Grace on the main roster. Has anybody seen this fucking human being try to wrestle before?
Yes, and it's sad.
Like, this is real. And now they're like, let's bring her to the SmackDown roster. Jesus. She's 3'11". She weighs 240 pounds or whatever. She's muscle. Not as much as she was, but she's still muscly. And you're going to put her up against, what, Bianca Belair in a power competition? Bianca wins.
She should win.
Oh, she wins. In a power matchup, in a gym, Bianca wins. Jade Cargill, Jade wins. Charlotte Flair, not in a power competition, but in a match, Charlotte should fucking run circles around her. She's 10 times better than she is. Now, we know Triple H is in charge, so she'll probably be the champion in 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah, he loves those shorties.
I don't understand why.
The ugliest women you could possibly find.
He is attracted to because Chyna was gross. Like, she was, like... And when I say gross, I don't mean, like, gross. I mean, like, she was like a dude. But, like, she had boobs. So
she wasn't before, though. Before she started doing a lot more...
Right.
Like, injections. She's actually pretty pretty. She's actually
right.
pretty.
But what I'm getting at is she got to the point where, no. It did get to the no. That's not happening. I still respect what she did. I don't like that Vince put titles on her, men's titles on her.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
I think that is a black eye on the sport.
But you know what?
But she was tall and big and strong.
I'm okay
and
with
she
it
was
because she wasn't tiny and little and...
Yeah, she was beating the likes of, like, Eddie Guerrero and just these tiny guys. So I get it. Because WWE was at a really, really low spot. Will Ospreay did his hair different again.
I guess everybody's mad at each other now.
I'm not even sure what that was about. I had a rant.
Swerve and Adam were having a moment. And Will came down and then they started not having a moment.
What are they kissing? Like, was
yeah,
it a kissing
they
moment?
were literally like kissing each other and shit. Will got jealous. He's like, my hair's pretty too.
I should be in the ring right now. I'm gonna cry again. This is what
I'm
I
still
did on
upset
Sunday.
he don't like me no more. I understand what happened.
Bruv.
Bruv.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've got cotton balls in my mouth, bruv.
You just don't, like, actually say a word.
Bruv.
You don't, like, do any pronunciation.
I got a pronunciation, bruv.
There you go. You got it. This guy, like fucking
It's fine, bruv.
Oh, man.
You got that
All
English accent on the
Let's
back.
get caught up on whatever people are saying in the
What?
chat for 7 minutes. Let's see. Alright, Sophie said, AEW got 7 weeks for the next pay-per-view, but WWE doesn't have that much time in between pay-per-views.
No.
Sophie also says, did you hear that Johnny Ace is going to turn evidence against Vince in that lawsuit?
I did.
Good luck, Johnny Ace! Let's see how well it works out for you. I'm guessing it won't. I'm betting it won't work out for him as much as he thinks it will.
It doesn't really matter. It's not Vince's concern. It's WWE's concern. They have to pay for it. He was.
It would have been a lot cooler if they had like a pool, like a
That's not
like
cool. Delete that. That's not.
a truck pool back there.
It's not cool.
Like
a hot tub.
No, like a
tarp with filled with water.
Because that's what they are, right? They're like.
Is he just gonna run into the wall?
He forgot where he was going. That's how dumb he is.
He's so cool. That's what really cool people do.
He's like, oh, I forgot. This is the way we're supposed to go to come out. Look at me.
Have you ever seen anybody cooler than that?
The fact that he's supposed to be a champion is fucking ridiculous to me.
He lost on Sunday.
His championship?
No.
Of course not.
It was in that Stampede match.
Exactly.
It was pretty good, but I guess people hated it and were leaving.
Nice.
Like this
Good
guy
for
I follow on
They're
Twitter.
like, I wasted my hard-earned money.
They were
at
saying
this shit.
it. Like you could hear him. He was recording people leaving because he hates AEW anyways, but he went to an AEW pay-per-view. And he's like, it was the greatest match I've ever seen. He loved it, by the way, and he hates AEW. But he's
Is
like,
he a WWE person?
he's like, it was like being live at a concert. Yes, it's like being live at a concert the whole time. And he's like, but the crowd just kept getting thinner and thinner and thinner. By the main event, it was basically empty.
So he says there's a rumor that Vince wants to buy the WWE back. Pico says, yo, Gabbers, what's the dealio? Travis was having a rant session.
I'm sorry, I ranted.
So it's like WWE is doing counter-programming against All in NXT. Great American Bash is going to air at the same time.
Yeah, but it's NXT. It's not.
Nobody cares.
It's not a main roster thing, and trust me, it doesn't matter. There's the men in NXT right now are so bad. Like the men's division is so terrible that it's hard to watch the shows. And then they have equal parts women to men, which is nice because their women's division is actually pretty good. And so you can still watch the show. It's just that you have to like weather through the men's matches because they're so bad. And they're bad right now,
That's
by the
funny.
way. The talent's terrible. Like they don't have any. They have two guys, Obafemi.
Oh, yeah.
And once he goes up to the main roster, and if Trick Williams leaves, they're
ouch.
fucked. They have nothing.
Will they do that, though? I mean, because then they have that Hayes guy up there, and then he'll be really put on the back burner.
They might just put them together again for a few years.
Poor guys.
Yeah,
I don't
Carmelo's
want to play with that garbage.
Carmelo's done. I mean, at some point they'll release him.
They have to. There's no way Miz can save his ass. Like, no matter what, he just doesn't have it.
He doesn't have anything.
He has nothing. Like, he doesn't have the it. Like, it's like... Make me barf.
From Delaware.
Piccolo said, mowed my grass. Starting to get pretty muggy now.
You should see mine. You should come mow it.
It's high and dry over here, people. It's hot and dry. No muggy. You probably get burnt. Just kidding.
Was going to mow mine today, but nobody showed up until this afternoon. So
he says, the last few years at Money in the Bank, they always have tag team match. Piccolo says this season of WWE is shite, let's be honest. Sophie says they are raising ticket prices, so a lot of poor people can't go to pay-per-views or TV shows to watch wrestling.
Exactly.
That's fine. Price people out of it, and they'll find out how much their views will go down even more. Price people out, and they won't even pay to watch
Sophie.
it.
It is a terrible strategy. They should have sections that are just cheaper.
Yeah, cheap fucking sections. Why not?
But instead, they are a corporation, and they literally max it out. They go, okay, I'm going to charge $1,000 per the worst row.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, people are buying them. Well, let's do $1,200.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, people are buying them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, $1,500. Okay, they're not pricing them. Let's give them 20% off.
Yeah.
And then they drop it back down. Oh, it's 1,200. People are buying. Okay, we're good. So now we know to charge. That's how they do it.
I know.
And then they do it per market too. It's like, well, we know in California they'll pay $1,400, so we're going to charge that. In Texas, they'll pay $1,400. Well, San Antonio, they don't. They only pay $12. But in Arlington, they'll pay $14.
All right. Piccola says, I had the Osprey hair when I was 16. That
Me
was
too.
way back when he was still out there, by the way. Yeah, we talked about his hairstyle of such a 90s fucking shit, Piccola. We've talked about it multiple times, by the way. Sophie's like, Jordan Grace was in both female Rumbles the last 2 years. And Piccola says, rip China, but her jaw was Sergeant Slaughter's shape.
Yeah.
Sophie says, now it makes sense why Trick Williams didn't get called up. Piccola says, always a sad boy, that Adam Page. Sophie says, if Vince was still around, we wouldn't be getting international pay-per-views. Not necessarily, Sophie.
Who cares at this point?
Like, and at this point, I don't care. If it made better wrestling and shit, then God forbid, get rid of it.
Would you rather have wrestling that succeeds and stays in business, or would you rather have international pay-per-views and then the company go under? Like, to me, it makes no sense. Like, it's not even a question. Unless you're just going to be in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just like, hey, like, we're going to move WWE to Europe and we're just going to tour. By the way, the fans will definitely change at some point. What's that?
Heather?
What's the name of the movie?
He looks like what's-his-face.
Oh, we know him. He's been in stuff.
He looks like, off wrestling AEW. Broom guy. Broom sweeper lady guy.
Yeah. Will Ospreay. Or, Kenny Omega.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was him.
What
was that? I didn't see any. They didn't say a name or anything.
Hopefully I'll say it's tagged, I think.
You're ahead. Tag her. Tag her. Tag her. But I'm not going to pay $1,000. I mean, now WrestleMania is different because it's a spectacle and you're going to get some celebrities. There's going to be some fun matches. There could be some celebrities in the matches. But nowadays, the celebrities aren't as cool as they used to be. Like, who's the coolest celebrity nowadays that's not The Rock? You know what I mean? Like, Mark Wahlberg, maybe?
Maybe, but...
That'd be kind of fun to go see, like, a Mark Wahlberg match or something.
Marky Mark, I don't think would have anything to do with it.
Right.
He's very against all that shit.
Well, but you see what I'm saying? Like, who's cool in Hollywood? Zac Efron, he's pretty cool. Yeah. I think De Niro's cool, even though he's a fucking whack job. But he's old. Like, he ain't doing anything. So, like, who's cool?
They have old people in there all the time. I've seen geriatrics in there do stuff.
Yeah. Edge.
Completely.
He's not an 89-year-old mobster, but... Oh, my God. It's Dean Snyder. Is that how you want to wear your hair to work?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. That's a guitar.
Does he have multiple hands?
No, you just spin it. Play each one a little bit.
That's fair. Maybe Bosch should just stick to what they know as in power tools instead of making fucking refrigerators.
Wait, hold on. There's a Boss refrigerator.
That's what the advertisement was for.
Is it for a shop? Is it a place for your power drill?
No. Not even a little bit.
Keeps your batteries cool, but not too cool.
So it's like, I'm surprised Johnny Ace is willing to turn his back against Vince.
It's all about the money. He's going to get sued. And he doesn't have...
He's getting paid to say lies.
He doesn't have the money that Vince and WWE has. Right? And that's what it's all going to come down to. It's a lawsuit. She's trying to get as much money as she can. Right? For alleged abuse or whatever. Basically,
yep.
She's just embarrassed that she got used.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden it's a big thing.
But, either way, she's trying. And they had already settled, and then Vince didn't pay her. And this is all over a $1 million non-payment. He should just fucking paid her.
Yeah, fuck, man. Even if it was in $10,000 a month installments. Just make yourself a fucking $10,000 paycheck from your company. It's your own money at that point.
No, you can't. That's what he got in trouble for.
That's not.
Problem, by the way.
No.
That's
no,
the whole...
absolutely not. No, you're not listening to what I'm saying. Because he is an owner.
Mm-hmm.
You give yourself a paycheck.
Yes, he does.
That means you have taxes taken out and everything else. That is legit now your money, not the company's money.
But he was paying it with the company's money. That was the whole that's the whole point of it. is he was writing the checks out with WWE's money.
Were they on the? Were they selling stock at that point? Were they legit?
Yeah.
At that point.
That was the whole point of the whole, like, that's why WWE's involved in it.
Okay. So what I said was he should have done is.
Yes.
And you said no, he did that. No, he didn't.
Well,
what
you
he
said
should
make
have
it
done
employee.
is he should have paid himself a paycheck so
did.
it was his money.
He does.
And then he took his money out of his account
yes.
and paid that person.
Yes, that's what should have happened.
That's what I'm saying.
And he could pay himself whatever.
He can. He could pay himself a fucking $1 million fucking paycheck if he wanted to.
He did. He obviously was the highest paid employee.
I understand, but that's
but
what
his daughter and then Shane and his wife, he paid everybody and then his family.
I know. That never mind.
We know what you're saying, so.
Well, and why are you trying to make it not what I'm saying?
I'm not. Just saying that he paid himself. That's what you do when you own a business. That's how you can buy stuff.
Well, supposedly that's what you're supposed to do. People don't do that, though.
Well, it's dumb.
A lot of people do not. A lot of people do utilize their their business account as their own personal bank account.
Yeah, don't do that.
A lot of people do that.
Mm-hmm. That's not good for business. Why is this Willow Nightingale still on TV? Like, I like that she's all upper and joyful and happy and stuff, but she's not good.
She's not that happy, though.
Well, that's her.
I mean, she has been kind of, like, angry and pissy.
Mm-hmm.
They had to get her somebody that could take a beating because she botches and hurts people so much.
Uh-huh.
They're like, okay, we have to get somebody in here who can take a beating from her. Or else we're going to send her out back to the nowhere land. Piccolo says, how long has Little Elf been inactive?
Hermie? I don't know.
200 years.
It's not been too long, but.
Piccolo said, wild thing, you make my poo fling, or the poo. And Piccolo says, LOL 6341 winning record. Rebecca is in the chat, says, hey, yo, can you do me a favor and hold my hair while I throw up? LOL, because Willow is on.
I get ya.
Piccolo's like, Willow is tagging with the Daniel San and the chicken. What a combo. That's, Speedball. He's a drug mule at this point.
Right.
He literally is named after a fucking drug thing from the 90s. I'm pretty sure they're probably still a thing to this day. I don't really run in those circles, so I don't know. But I bet you anything they still are a thing. They would have to be.
I mean,
there's no way people don't know about that shit.
Either that or methamphetamine just took over.
It could be, but I have a feeling that they still have what they would consider was a speed.
I don't know. Is cocaine still popular?
You know, I don't know. Maybe we should ask somebody who's in that, who like, you know, might know your daughter. She might know people. Right. I don't know if she knows people. But she is young. She knows some unsavory types.
She knows too many.
She does know too many unsavory types.
She got a gun pulled on her the other night.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm not happy about it.
Jesus Christ.
By a girl.
Yeah. I think that she needs to hang out with different people. Piccolo says, I think it was cool to see the machine in the ring. I like seeing her rather than tired old Statlander. Or Shatlander.
Yeah.
Piccolo says, we're talking about Pac. You know, that guy. Oh, Pac. He hasn't been out that long.
So he has his contract set up where he can spend quite a few months at home. And he does it all at once. And then he comes back and wrestles. And then he goes.
Yeah, so he got hurt when Joe and those dipshits were, like, when everybody was getting attacked by, who was it that was attacking old dumb Moxley's group of people? And they were, like, hurting them and putting them in weird locks and concertos. Maybe it was Edge. Mm-hmm. Somebody was beating the crap out of all of them. And he concertoed, or somebody did something to, like, all of them got hurt somehow.
Yeah, that week.
And, yeah, like, every single even one of them in their group. And then he was the only one that didn't come back from it.
Right.
So whenever that happened is kind of when he disappeared. And then they moved the trios champions off of the three that in that group that had it, which was Pac was one of them. Mm-hmm. And the weird Yuta guy.
Yeah,
And then,
and
who was
Cesaro.
the other one? Was it Cesaro that had it too? Was he
Yeah.
one of the trio?
Yeah.
And so, like, they all, like, were okay, and then they lost the trios champions to that other stupid group. And then all of a sudden, Pac wasn't around. And then they brought this other weirdo in. It looks like him, but not.
Yeah, Billy the Kid or something, or
Yeah,
Billy
like that,
Flipper.
Flipper. Anyways, so I don't know when that time was, but it was around that time.
Bill Awesome. What's his name? Something. It's
no, I seriously have
like
no idea.
2 names.
And I kind of don't care.
Flip kick. Bill Awesome.
Anyways, Piggy Cole says he's as fast as a pinball. So if he says, I think...
Pinball.
Who?
What's his name?
Who?
The new guy, isn't it? Something pinball.
Why would... what? I don't know any... I guess?
It's something like that.
Sure. Want me to say another word that it might be?
Sure.
Let me read the next comment you can latch onto. Sophie says, I think Trick would have gotten called up if he wasn't involved with the whole TNA championship thing. Piccolo says that may have been pledged and when FTR was still on the good side.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there. Sophie says, do you think the ticket prices wouldn't be raised as much if Vince was still around? I don't.
No, not if he was running it, but if TKO was running it and he was just there, then yes. Because a corporation's going to get every dime out of it.
I feel like he would probably fight a little bit more about not raising the ticket prices and stuff.
You want those poorer fans in your arena.
You really do, because
they're better fans. Just because they can't afford things doesn't mean they're not better fans. Better fans. They're more excited. They're more... people that make a lot of money work hard. People are smarter, I guess you could say, not harder. And then they go to these events and they just sit and watch it. Mm-hmm. They don't enjoy it
this is
like
how they watch
unemployed people. Unemployed people drinking beer and getting rowdy in the crowd.
I don't know about unemployed, but yeah.
That's what you want, just a bunch of unemployed dudes.
Sophie says, I like a mix of both regarding the pay-per-views. If a pay-per-view is in a different country, I think that's cool. If it's in America, that's normal. Well, it is an American company.
Yeah, I don't mind other countries either. They do a really good job. The problem is the talent. I don't want to watch fucking Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa and the Machine Guns and Tozawa fucking main event my pay-per-views. That's not what I'm here for, or Carmelo Hayes, or I don't know. I'm sure there's 15 other ones. Who's the one with achondroplasia? That one guy.
McDowell.
Oh, there's that. And McDowell. And fucking Finn Balor. And
all the sock face people.
A lot of sockers in their face.
All of them. Different countries.
I don't mind other people that wear masks. I mean, we've got one American luchador is probably the best in the world. O Grande. Americano. Oh, look, it's down there.
Why?
Oh, why is she there? Or why... I just wish she would go away. There's certain girls that their time on TV is over. Statlander's one of them. Speedball. Mike Bailey.
I know what his name is.
I know. I'm just saying Speedball. Mike Bailey. It's something kid. See? Something kid.
Boot up kid.
Will Kid or...
And I'm crunching.
It's not Bill Kid or Will Kid, because then it would be Billy the Kid. That wouldn't make any sense. Oh, he's biting him. Oh, he bit him open. Gabe Kid.
Gay kid. That makes sense.
Yeah. It's separate with
gay kid.
Just gay. Oh, God, he headbutted him in real. He does look like a gay kid. Uh-oh! Missed with that lariat. He looks like a bigger guy, though. I don't mind him.
He looks like what's his face?
Moxley, but out
the
of
one
shape.
that cried. He was on WWE, and he was all upset. He was a big guy. We make fun of him. Chris makes fun of him all the time. No, the other one. He's very weird looking.
Yeah, he was the one that made fun of the gays, but he was in gay porn.
Not him. Mm-mm. Chris makes fun of him all the time. Oh, he's gonna come back. He's online complaining about WWE.
Oh, Ricochet, feed me more, feed me more.
Yeah.
Ryback.
Yeah.
That was a shitty cover. This gay kid, he needs to get up.
Oh, gay kid.
Well, until they say it clearer, it sounds like gay kid.
Sounds like gay kid to me.
Uh-oh. Cesaro trying to get up in there. Wait, is this just a one-on-one match?
No, I thought there was 3. It's him and
Oh god, this guy's so terrible. Yay, I love gymnastics in my wrestling.
circus! Yay, the circus! Circus. Afro circus. No, it's Moxley, the
Put him to
small
sleep.
Ryback guy,
Yeah.
gay kid,
What?
and then the chauffeur lady.
Yeah. Oh, and Willow.
And then Willow, backwoods
Speedball.
Bayou guy, and
Speedball.
Speedball.
So it's a mixed tag team 6-man match.
Mm-hmm.
So Gay Kid and Moxley kind of look the same, except for one's in better shape.
Well, one of them doesn't have ears that stick out clear to here like this. Not the referee's stoppage.
Maybe a little shorter too.
Is he okay? He looks like a retard.
Oh, maybe not.
He having some problems? No, he's shorter. You can't tell because Moxley's like all hunched over like a weirdo.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like a foot taller. A whole head taller.
He's like, look at me! I'm Moxley! It fucking looks like what he's doing. He's like got his head all forward like this. He's like, I'm Moxley! I've got muscles now!
love me some
I'm not
steroids.
soft with all my alcohol drinking! You're a fucking weirdo. The lamest fucking champion. I'd rather have fucking Jey Uso than this dumb shit. He fucking isn't even a champ. You don't even know if he's a champion. You want to know why you can't even tell that he's a fucking champion? Because you don't fucking have a belt.
Yeah.
There's no belt anywhere to be found. Ever.
Maybe they're making a new one or something.
It's going to take at least 2 years to make this new one. Could you put this in a briefcase for 2 years and keep it silently behind the scenes so nobody knows that it exists anymore? All right. Blah, blah. Oh. Sophie had said when Vince was still around, they were leaning towards the celebrity a little bit like they have been doing.
Yeah, trust me. It's they're sucking.
Sophie's like, now Brock got long hair. People says, ouch. Lars Sullivan? Oh, Ryback. Wow. Kind of see it, but no.
Feed me more. Ryback will never wrestle again.
Megan Payne, Penelope Ford, Anna Jane, Harley Cameron. That's up next. Yes.
Finally, one good match.
Something happening that's worth the effort to watch. sacrifice?
I don't know if
Would you like another sacrifice?
I don't know if I could do.
Would you like another
promo
sacrifice?
with another person in the room with me? Because I would probably be fine with my part, and then if you want another sacrifice, I'd just fucking.
Yeah, I like my other sacrifice. Oh, really? What's another sacrifice? Oh, yes, another sacrifice. You look hungry. Don't you want another sacrifice? No, I'm not hungry for another sacrifice.
But you're so skinny. I don't want another sacrifice.
It'd be a great promo.
This place is a dump. Your shit's not jizzy.
You could say it to that dude. The Bayou guy.
Right.
Even though he's from Delaware.
Well, that one guy, the big guy that's not around much anymore.
The fat one that was besties with John Moxley and saved his life.
Kingston.
Right? Yeah, that guy.
I know his name is the same as Kingston in WWE.
The
Eddie.
cool one.
Yeah. Kofi. His brother, Kofi. They're first brothers. They have the same mama and dad.
Right. So he said, guess who got pardoned today?
Bill S. Preston Esquire.
That guy too.
Ted Theodore R. Logan.
Todd Crisley. Remember the Crisleys? Crisleys know best or whatever it was?
Oh, yeah? That's cool.
Trump,
I didn't know you could...
Trump pardoned him. Dude, it's fucking great.
He's like, I missed the show.
I'm so upset.
I missed the show. What about his wife?
She got pardoned.
Okay.
He fucking pardoned both of them, dude.
He's like, he just leaves the wife in prison. People be so mad.
That would be pretty fucking funny. Oh, fuck, man.
That's great. So are they going to put him back on TV? Because knows best. Take it from your mama. I love that shit.
Oh, man. I think that was the last, actual reality TV we actually watched. That was how long ago?
Savannah and I can't remember the boy's name.
Chase or Chance?
Yeah, Chase.
And then they had the little one,
but he's
and they
old
had
now.
an older daughter and an older son.
Yeah, the older daughter was just hers or his. His.
Yeah.
It wasn't hers. That's why she wasn't as pretty.
The older daughter and the oldest son.
Yeah, they're his.
From another marriage. And then the girl and the two boys.
Right, and then the oldest boy had a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And she was on there quite a bit.
She was cute.
Yeah, she was a little cutie. But fuck, she's probably 16, 17 years old now.
Yeah, she's probably 20.
I don't know. It's been forever.
I said, how long has it been? Over 10 years, I think.
They need to bring that
10.
show back. Fresh out of jail, California dreaming.
Hard work.
As soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing Hoochie screaming. How do conjugal visits work with married people when they're both in prison? Do they bus one to the other one?
It was white collar prison. It was supposedly tax evasion. I guess a whole bunch of stuff came out that that they didn't do it. That they railroaded them. The guy, their partner, or whoever was their partner, he got a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And to keep his immunity, he turned evidence,
state's evidence,
or whatever, and so they had to punish somebody for something, and so they ended up punishing them. So they kind of got railroaded by the system. Yeah, fucked up, dude. I was reading some stuff on it. I'm like, wow. Alrighty then. Well, why is he in a dirt? Is that his home?
It's like a construction company. I don't understand it. There's a trailer behind him, for fuck's sake.
There's his bed over there.
And he's got his mattress.
Sophie says it sounds like Mariah May might be the next one to leave AEW for NXT. We've heard the rumors.
God just brought him up.
Yeah, Travis brought him up. You were in here when he did. You weren't listening, were you? Of course not. Piccolo says, well, time to get the lotion out, boys. That's for the tag team match. He meant calamine because of mosquitoes.
Oh, I was looking for my lotion.
Just get your head out of the gutter, y'all. There's Dove lotion around here somewhere. I don't know how much is really in there.
Give me the
Oh,
hand,
there's some.
Give me the hand
Moisturizer cream
sanitizer.
for dry skin.
Penelope!
They're like, hey, we gotta bring our shit out with us. It's the fucking dumbest shit ever. Like, so weird.
Can't they just have a normal match? I don't want to see women bleed.
It's a no DQ.
I know.
Who knows if they'll even bleed?
Oh, they'll bleed.
Sockface forgot what he was saying. He's like, that close up of the boobs just totally made me forget what I was talking about.
Women's wrestling's good.
I'm surprised he even can. Oh, wait, he probably can because he's a weirdo. Robbie's in the chat. Says, who won just now?
Us all?
Moxley's team.
Oh, I was going to say we all did. Did you not see Penelope Ford walking down to the ring?
There's a lot of boobs in this match.
This is a fantastic main event.
There's a lot of boobies. I mean, lots of boobies. I'm not kidding about how much boobies is happening in this match.
I don't even remember who they're wrestling.
Are you kidding me?
Well,
Harley
I know
Cameron?
Harley is, but I don't know the other one. Oh,
Anna
Anna.
Jay. What I said.
I'm going to have a heart attack.
Oh my god.
I feel lightheaded.
Where? Oh god, she took her thing. Oh. It started. This is a no DQ, trash can, everything goes match.
This could be a match of the year candidate right now.
People was like, oh, I always skipped it. I heard there's a new Duck Dynasty out. Yeah, well, the guy died, so, you know, they got to put something out.
The old man. He finally passed it.
Yeah, he finally did. And he had, like major dementia or Alzheimer's or some shit.
He croaked the bucket.
Yep. Sophie says, sometimes the fans at WWE shows don't make any noise. Vince never wanted to do international pay-per-views because of the time zones. At least WWE pay-per-views aren't as long as AEW.
Yeah.
AEW's pay-per-view on Sunday wasn't that long, Sophie. Like, maybe the pre-show shit made it really long, but if you only watch the main stuff, it was only 4 hours. That's pretty short for them.
No shorter or no longer than WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Not a lot longer, at least.
Yeah. A lot shorter than WrestleMania, since WrestleMania is like 8 hours long. They're like, we're gonna
She got her pipe.
put our under thingies
Uh-huh.
way up high on our bodies this time around. So Harley's got her white stockings, and then look at where the waist thing's at.
Yeah.
Like way up past her other pants.
Like her belly button.
And Megan's the same way. Hers are like way up here. Her pants are like way up here on her things.
Oof.
The only one you wouldn't know is Penelope, because she's wearing a whole onesie instead of a two-piece.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Anna Jay's are probably in her pants or something. Or she has black ones so you can't tell, but hers are up above her.
Do you want a golden folded
too?
chair?
What? A golden chair?
Yeah, that's pretty cool looking.
What happens with the golden chair? What makes it special?
I don't know. Somebody spray painted it. Looks.
Oh, God.
Because even the foot pad is. Oh shit.
Oh no, not her face.
And there's your blood. There's your blood. What?
There's no blood. Pico's like, She-Ra and Penelope pit stop. Pico's like, riding cowgirl, slobber knockers. Sophie also says the guy that played Chucky, or the voice of Chucky, died today. And Pico's like, I do miss the bunny.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to her. For all
Maybe
I know.
her husband partied a baby in her.
Yeah,
finally.
maybe the butcher put a baby in her. The blade. No, the butcher. No, the blade. Butcher?
Or Blade.
Blade. Yeah, that's right. Blade.
The butcher was the big guy.
There's your table.
Work together, girls. You can do it.
They're setting it up on the outside. like me and my cousin on Halloween setting up the table. Or not Halloween, but Thanksgiving. When we were kids. We had to grab it together because we were so little. It was out in the shed. It was like 8 feet long or whatever. Match of the year! Put it down, write it down. Dave Meltzer gonna give it a 14 star probably.
Titty felt embarrassing.
Did she just say that?
I think she said titty. Titty. Old titty pants. Old titty. My titty is embarrassing. I bet it is.
My grandma hated her titties. She wanted to lop them all. I asked my grandpa all the time for a reduction. It's so embarrassing. I'm at the golf course. They just fall out. They're everywhere.
They fall out of what?
Her shirt.
Good Lord.
I just remember the arguments. Ingresa.
Should have brought Wellington in here to show off his new haircut.
Need to get him a Harley. There's one there.
A leather jacket.
Mm-hmm.
That's what his haircut lady just asked me. She's like, what do you think? I was like, it's awesome. It looks like trouble and he needs a leather jacket.
Some chains.
All right, cool. Well, now it's boring. Let's go.
The greatest match in the history of the game, and they're freaking putting full commercials on.
Oh, are we not on? Are we on the regular channel for it? Oh. They're probably seeing picture of that.
I know. Everybody else in America gets to see him. Bye-bye. I need to watch the road. Gotta get my contacts on. Should watch the road once.
It's crazy how old she looks in that commercial.
The flow, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, she's getting up there. She's been doing it for 20 years.
I know. Sophie says they cast the 3 kids that will play Harry, Hermione, and Ron for the Harry Potter TV series. Cool.
Nice. Can't wait to get a look at them. I'm gonna go look right now. Oh wait, never mind. There's a match on. I would never look at my phone when there's wrestling on.
Sophie says, what are the chances Vince will get pardoned next? Depends on what he did. And if they did, and I doubt.
It's
the
gotta
type
be,
of allegations, if he ever got convicted of it.
No.
He'd never get pardoned.
She's gonna get nailed. Oh,
Bow.
Penelope. Here it comes. Bane going through the table. Oh, God. Oh, Bane is in pain. Anna Jay. She's been in matches like this before. She's basically the queen of hardcore. Penelope. Pump kick. Put her up on her back. It's a lot of ass. It's a lot of ass to hold. Oh, God! Chest breaker. I don't know what you'd call it. It's a back breaker, but it's reversed.
Oh, no. She's like, oh, do you want me to roll over? She's
Ah!
like, no!
Face first into the chair. Penelope might have broke a tooth. She's like... Harley Cameron. Fill the raft! What is she doing? She's like, let me...
That's funny. She sent that picture of him after she finished.
Okay, people are hurt. We got a Harley Cameron injured here. Harley face first into the steel steps. This is awesome. Look how bloody she is.
Harley?
Yeah.
Oh. How did she get bloody? What happened?
She went face first into the steps.
Oh.
It's her nose.
Oh.
It just happens to be bleeding into her mouth. And her hands.
And her shoulders?
And her shoulders. Oh, God! She got nailed again. She's like, get my hair out of my blood. Uh-oh. That's a good move right there. I could do it.
She's all moving around out there.
2. Oh, Payne saves her with a pinky.
The pinky save.
She's like...
Whatever breaks it up, I guess.
She's like, let me get the chair.
She's trying to get it in the right spot.
Yeah. Oh,
so
God, and a chair. Oh! Hip attack into the chair. Uh-oh. Harley coming close. Terrible camera work. You're not
They're like, oh, hey,
her.
let me show you getting her up there.
Yeah.
Dumbasses. They're like, oops, shit. We forgot to get her the right one.
All right, into the ropes. Big clothesline.
So he says I might have been in here, but there are times I'm not in here all day. Piccolo says there should be.
Oh, Harley Cameron with a kick out.
So he says Phil Robertson from Duck Dynasty died last week. He did. Piccolo says, did she bleed her nose or just chew on a capsule?
I thought it was coming out of her nose, but it could have been. Yeah, she just blew her nose. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, don't ever do that.
Penelope's like a small slice of heaven. Not a big slice, you know.
Just a small one?
Yeah.
Petite. Little petite slice.
She's very white, but she looks really good with it, with her alabaster skin.
Yeah.
Here it goes. True blonde. Clothesline! Oh, God, she missed. Clothesline from the top!
Not the missing of the clothesline.
1, 2, 3.
Her shoulder wasn't even down.
The Road Warriors. Yeah, that's coming out of her nose. Makes it hard to breathe. It's on the right side, I believe. She's looking to see there's blood on her elbow.
I think she hurt her elbow, so
Yeah.
she was making sure it was okay.
Make sure it's still in there. Megan Bane. TNA. Oh. It's broken. That's what he was doing. Pushing right there.
Uh-huh.
But it was her responsibility. Like, that wasn't Megan Bane's fault. She just picked her up and dropped her on the steps. Like, she didn't push her onto the steps.
Yeah, you're supposed to protect your face.
Oh, God.
Robbie's like, snot rocket, blood rocket. Piccolo says we want exploding barbed wire. You're in Texas, so I guess.
What's that mean? The car is not a Texan car.
No, I'm saying they're in Texas, so she looks like a dumbass.
Well, they should have put antlers on the frickin' front of it, then. Big old long horns. That guy's like trying not to show his face.
He's like, you don't need my face.
I don't know why he's doing that, but he did not show his face. That was pretty good.
Maybe he is a gang member. He's a cholo.
They don't have gangs.
He's a cholo, man.
Texas.
He's a cholo.
There's no such thing as Texas gang.
He's a cholo.
It's better than a chomo.
It's true. There's a guy on TikTok who does, gives you cholo lessons.
So awesome. I need to take some. What would you from or whatever? That one's funny.
The
guy,
girl. Yeah.
he's all talkative. No, it's two dudes.
Oh.
And the one guy's like a bagger. He's like, who you bagging with? He's like, what? I don't play the drum. Or whatever.
Yeah. Like when the neighbor moves in. Or
Yeah.
It's like that. When there's those two cholo guys are like, what are you doing, Dad? He's like, huh?
He's all
normal.
nice.
Pickle's like, we want exploding barbed wire.
Yeah, we do.
Sophie says the
Exploding barbed wire
AEW
death
pay-per-view was a little bit longer than their last pay-per-view by like 15 minutes or something.
Yeah, it did. It went past midnight, and I don't like that. I don't like that they pushed it, but it's alright.
Pickle says, meh, Britt Bloody's better. Tipping on 44s. Sophie says the filming for the Harry Potter TV series starts
around.
this summer.
For the last match.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Okay, what did she say about the Harry Potter?
The filming for Harry Potter TV series starts this summer.
When's summer? Like literal summer, like June 21st? Or after? Why do they have a beer pong? What is this?
A frat house?
Like a whole frat house gets to be on wrestling?
Are these like a wrestling group or something?
That's terrifying.
The fuck?
Well, now that there's no good wrestling on anymore, I will look that up. Harry Potter series.
This is the local talent. No? Wait.
Casted.
Who is that guy? He looks really familiar, like we've seen him somewhere but on something before.
Hell yeah!
Like high with Garrison.
Which one?
The long-haired, blonde, long-haired guy. We know who that dumbass is.
Oh, yeah. Looking like Riddle.
Who are these people? They look really familiar. Like we've seen him somewhere before. Like he's been in wrestling before.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
we've
sure
seen
he
him
is.
on something. Who is this person?
Is that one wrestler there at the end? Is that what's his name? He was with Brian Pillman, remember?
Maybe that's why he looks.
He was
Garrison?
Garrett something.
His last name on his pants is Garrison, so it's GG, so maybe Garrett Garrison or something.
Yeah. Got new champions predicted. That's
Good for
sick.
them. I don't know who these people are, but they look very familiar, like we've seen them before.
Dominic McLaren is Harry Potter. Bella Stanton is Hermione, and Alistair Stout is Ron.
Can I see them?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Those look exactly like I would expect them to look like.
Right?
That
Like
one
this
doesn't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Oh, it's like Pac-Man or something. Like eating pyramids.
Yeah, something like that, I guess.
Anyways, so I'll click on Dominic first. And images. It looks like this must be them. Well, Hermione is not black if this is the pictures. And I thought they were going to make her black. I mean, I guess she could be.
Yeah, it's just definitely got black in her.
I'd have to see what these kids' parents look like. And hopefully that's how they did it too.
Maybe.
Does he have green eyes? I didn't even look.
Probably not. That'd be something hard to find, probably.
Green eyes?
That's a specific that you'd have to really look for a lot. Gross.
You know who likes green eyes?
No.
Lopan.
Sophie says there's a chance whoever wins Money in the Bank could cash in on John Cena.
Yeah.
Old Juan Chino. Cool beans.
Well, there it is. Annabella Stanton. She was born on April 11th, 2014. I've got poops older than her.
Nice.
And my colon.
So it says Evolution 2 is a pay-per-view. I'm not sure if I will watch it or not. I know I'm not watching it.
Yeah, we're not going to be doing that on here. I'll watch it, but I'm not going to be doing it with Miss Thing over here.
I'm not doing it.
Every match will be the worst match that's ever happened.
Basically.
Because it'll be all women.
Ugh.
Why don't they have all men's pay-per-views then? That's all they need to do is have the women's and then the men's to separate them and be done with it.
It's true.
I'm okay with it. I'm fine. Is that an old lady? Oh, God.
In the match?
They just got power back broker?
No, they're part
That's
of the
not an
frat
old
house
lady
guys.
with the red hair?
No, that's a frat house guy.
Oh, I thought it was an old lady who lived in the shoe. Got a house full of kids, don't know what to do. They lied to us.
Who's they?
These people. They said they were going to be new trios champions, and they
Oh, yeah, they lied, didn't they? They didn't give us anything.
kind of bullshit.
Robbie's like, was it good enough this last match? Good enough to go off by television.
I have no idea what happened this last one, so I'm going to say no. It's absolute trash.
Trash hole. Very trashy.
This is the guy I was talking about that went, but look what he said. The fact that both Hangman and Ospreay didn't want to win the match at Dawn speaks volumes about AEW. Nobody there wants to has what it takes to be a man. You can make money or friends. I say that all the time about wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
The best wrestlers in the world, people don't like. Seriously, you can ask wrestling fans right now. You go to an arena and ask them about Hulk Hogan.
Right.
And he's that guy. Like, they're like, oh, because he's the greatest to ever do it. Oh, he was an asshole, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, oh, he's the greatest to ever do it. Makes sense. The Undertaker, same way. Some people just don't like the dude. It's like, oh, why? Go ahead.
Right. Sophie says the field for both Money in the Bank is stacked and kind of unpredictable at the same time. There's a rumor AEW might introduce women's tag team championships, and we see how that did in the WWE. And Robbie says, just Joe, he's fucked.
I agree. She does look more like what I would think Hermione would look like in the book.
Mm-hmm.
People are so fucking weird.
They definitely are. Robbie's like, he can hardly move. Yeah, well, he's old. What do you expect?
don't feel like that girl's black. I've never seen a black girl look like that before.
Yep, she's black.
You can see that?
Yeah, I can see it. I said it from the very beginning that she's black. Why? People upset?
Some, not a lot, but some.
As long as they make her hair all crazy bushy, I don't really give a shit. And she has big buck teeth.
Mm-hmm.
She has to have big horse teeth in the front, and she better have she better have crazy hair.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it needs to be just crazy wild. Out of control. Naturally curly.
That's so mean to say, but in a good, like, they're speaking truth and nice and everything. She's way more like the book accurate, as Emma was just too pretty. It's like underhanded compliment / oh, she's gonna be great. She's nowhere near as pretty. What?
What do you mean she's
You're perfect for this gig. You're not pretty at all.
Exactly.
Look at Jamie Hayter's britches.
Look at fucking what's-her-face's whole outfit.
I'm not gonna look at her.
She forgot that she wasn't supposed to wear grandma's curtains.
What the fuck is she wearing? Is that camouflage? No, it's a horse.
Damn.
Oh my god.
She's got down wearing her grandma's curtains from Texas. She literally broke into some grandma's house in Texas and stole her fucking drapes and made her fucking outfit out of them. Like, it's the same type of material, too. You know there's a grandma out there who's missing her fucking couch. She's like, where'd my fucking couch
Lights
go?
just went out.
Well, maybe they're having some storms in Texas. Is it Julia Hart?
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Texas.
It's the night that they killed an innocent man.
Spider?
It's a crab. This is that spider thing. Remember
It's
the
a spider
thing?
crab. This is crab spider. The toxic spider.
Whoa, who's that? Teflica.
Thecla? Oh, Thecla.
As of right now, I don't hate her. I can't really tell what's happening. I need to tell her to turn off because it's right where her beak is.
She's a Thecla.
She's definitely Thicla. Oh, shit. She's cute. I think. Her eyes might be a little too far apart, but... She's an Austrian badass! Put another strip on the Bobby! She's got short arms, but I don't hate it.
She's a Thecla.
Thecla. What?
I know. I guess we don't need to know anything more about her.
Don't.
We gotta see this weird crap.
I have an idea. Let's go from that to this and see if people don't turn the fucking channel.
Sock face is like, we really need to talk about this stuff because they're wearing the same sock faces that I wear.
It's the dumbest shit.
Gross. Alright, Sophie said, I don't expect Jey Uso to walk into SummerSlam as champion as most people have predicted. Robbie says, what is this all women's show about?
It's just a bunch of girls getting
Pretending
what
that they
want.
can wrestle. It's gross. Sophie says they didn't say what part of summer, just summer. First instinct in the chat is hey, first says, good evening. Good evening, sir. Robbie says Emma got a family now. She ain't coming back so soon. Emma who? Sophie says, when you watch something not live like a Saturday Night Main Event or a Peacock, it sounds like you get less commercials than you did when you watched it live.
Maybe.
Oh, look.
I don't get any.
They gave her 2 seconds and now everybody's gone.
Yeah, that's... Thecla is now gone.
Thecla sounds like a moron.
Thecla. The Australian.
Shrimp Barbies.
Shrimp Barbie. Uh-oh. Purple. Must be more mask men. Triple H working for you?
Oh.
No mask. Hey, this is, what's his name? Kyle Fletcher. and it's pink. It's like Barbie pink. Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about that.
What is that?
I just read somebody's comment.
Let me see. Which one is it? They better. They fucking better. They better do it. They better fucking say that shit out loud, and they better be fucking proud to say it.
And she better not understand what it means.
That's right.
At first.
Exactly.
And then Ron.
I got the industry that it was wrong and bad. Something bad.
In his tone.
His tone, it was bad. What do you mean? What did he say? Ron is just puking up slugs. So it was like the casting of their Harry Potter series is open to everything like Alphabet City. Nice. I don't give a flying fuck, Sophie. That's probably what's going to ruin it for him.
Hopefully they don't do that.
Oh, well, Sophie said it. It must be true. Opened up to Alphabet City.
Well, I mean,
all the Alphabet crew,
you can
huh?
have as many lesbians and gays on there as you want. I give a shit about that. They're 10. How are they going to know?
Or Robbie's like, D, a trendsetter. For what? So it was like, I saw the pictures of the kids that were cast as the main show on the Harry Potter series. They were cute.
I think so.
Robbie says, who's doing it, WWE? Do you ever have the food from Sam's Club? No. I've never had the food from Sam's Club.
This person says, since when is Hermione Mexican? Never. Some of these jokes are... I mean, like, I can see where this one's going without it going there. You know? Like, obviously they put that there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because since her... I swear to God, that's where they're going, just by the comments.
The comments?
Just the ones leading up to that picture.
God.
And I'm like, oh God.
That's terrible. Oh, great.
Oh, yeah. It's freaking Adam Cole bebe against Kyle Fletcher. Kyle should win this match in less than 2 minutes.
Man, this is gross.
In a dominant fashion. But it's Adam Cole. By the way, Dominic Mysterio has a better body than him right now.
Not surprising.
How Dominic's been working out. He's got arms and he flexes them now, even though it's still skinny and weird.
Mm-hmm.
He still looks better than this dude.
Not surprising.
Like, what the fuck, dude?
Sophie says, well, the first season of the Harry Potter series is covering the first year of the book. The ages are perfect.
You know, it is, by the way. I was just looking at that, too. And the actors that were in there, it wasn't... In the movies, weren't accurate. I mean, Malfoy was way older. Harry was way older than Hermione. Hermione was the super young one. But anyways, yeah, it's crazy. Like... how they're doing this.
So it says we kind of had an all males pay-per-view before with the first Saudi Arabia pay-per-view.
Yeah. I'm okay, keep doing it. The Saudi Arabia ones or whatever. Or the special overseas ones, just do all men. They can do an all women's Saudi Arabia pay-per-view. I'm sure the Prince could get people to show up. That's her in a live play. She does plays.
What are we not seeing?
That she's black. She black like I'm black.
So, are people saying that she's black?
Well, people are.
Is her biography saying that she's black?
She doesn't have a biography that I'm aware of.
Because in that picture, she looks more Indian, as in from India.
Right. Like, what's her name? Patty?
Kinda Padma.
Yeah, Padma.
Patel.
Padma and Patty, right? There's two.
No,
Aren't they twins?
There's twins, but the other one's not Patty. It's Padma and...
Yeah. Aren't they in different houses?
Yes. One's in Ravenclaw.
Yeah. And the other one's a Huffle.
No.
Oh.
She's not a Huffle.
Oh, okay.
She's a Gryffindor. Gryffindor and Ravenclaw.
You know, it makes no sense why fucking, what's it, Cedric?
Mm-hmm.
Is a fucking Hufflepuff. And gets chose for the Triwizard. It makes zero sense. A Hufflepuff couldn't get chosen. That's their whole point of their house.
To not get chosen.
Yeah,
for
they're
anything.
average. They're generic. They're vanilla. They don't have courage. And he did. He had, like, great courage. He would have been a Gryffindor. Now, maybe his parents went to Hufflepuff and he chose. Because you can choose.
Right.
But who would choose Hufflepuff?
I don't know. Lots of people do, apparently. Seems to be a big deal for people.
Her last name is very English. That's Stanton.
Uh-huh. Sophie says they are going to do a double tapings of SmackDown and Raw so that talent could have July 4th off with their family.
What the fuck?
Robbie says, I couldn't think of anything worse to watch a TV series on Harry Potter. Sophie says the female talent have been wanting a Evolution 2 since after the first Evolution in 2018. The live-action Moana is coming out next year. And Robbie says, Sophie, where do you find all this pointless information from? The internet. It's people that don't do anything else with their lives but literally search the internet constantly for stuff.
Hermione's white face was stricken out as from behind a tree.
There's a lot of description in the books that Hermione's white, but it's fine.
Well, we know she's white because she says when somebody's black.
She literally does.
A lot of people, though, are like, look, I get, like, the kids with the diversity and stuff, but Snape being black is terrible.
It is. It's a dumb choice.
Like, I like this girl. She's perfect. But Snape? No.
Yep.
The show should be canceled right now because of that. Basically, people are saying. Like, it's going to be dumb. And I see it. Like, and it doesn't matter how good the writing is.
It doesn't.
They're
not going to be able to follow the book.
They're going to have to add the racism part. They're going to just have to. They can't just let the audience imply it.
Yep.
So Snape's going to be this greasy, dirty, poor kid that the rich kids that are purebloods and are going to hate.
Mm-hmm. Yep, pretty much. Sophie says, I think this year is the 20-year anniversary of one of the Harry Potter movies.
Maybe.
Robbie says, I will never subject myself to Harry Potter.
Well, I'm sorry for you. Whoever said that.
Robbie, he's retarded.
You haven't read the books?
I'm sure he hasn't. I don't think he reads.
Dude. If you ever read a book, read the first Harry Potter book. It's worth it. Alistair's pretty cool for a name, though.
Yeah.
You got a Dominic and Alistair, and then a Arabella, which is still a pretty cool name.
Robbie's like, so is Sam's Club better than Costco? Depends.
Never been there since I was, I think I was a junior in high school. Got kicked out. So.
Robbie says, I don't think I ever will read that book. Doesn't interest me, Harry Potter. It's a good thing you specify what it is after every sentence.
Dude, it's
Sounds like obsession.
well worth your time. I think she's doing it right now.
I am. I'm re-listening to him. I'm on the Order of the Phoenix.
Not a fan of that one, but just because of old frog face.
Yeah.
Dolores. Dude, if they don't cast fucking Liv Morgan for Dolores, they're missing it. It would be so perfect. She wouldn't have to film much, because she's not like a main character until the 6th year.
Right.
By then she'll be 40 or whatever, in real life. Holy shit, Adam got nailed.
Oh no, by that guy with his headgear.
Yeah.
Do you think he wears it at night too?
He probably sleeps in it, yes. It keeps the spiders out of his ears. Because that's obviously his reasoning for wearing it. Oh, God.
What is it? The security people.
It's crazy because King is somebody I should like, because he's just...
Oh, Josh Alexander. Why are we putting their... Oh, it's the AEW International Championship. I'm like, why is their flag under their names?
Oh. Is he Canadian?
Yeah. It's gross. Sophie said the first Evolution pay-per-view was alright. It wasn't anything memorable. And it would be interesting how this Evolution pay-per-view will be booked under Triple H compared to when Vince booked it. Sophie also says, wonder how the author of Harry Potter will mess up the TV series. The author won't, because the author didn't have anything to do with the movies, really, so they kind of fucked those up all on their own.
Yeah, the movies were fucked up by the studio heads, not her.
She didn't really have anything to do with them, actually.
She's a star. Like, if you've read the books, then you understand that she's a star.
Robbie says, I saw a review that Sam's Club mac and cheese was better than Costco's, had better flavor. It might, Robbie. I don't know. I think we watched the same thing. Is it a dude? Is he, trying to decide if he wants to get rid of his Sam's Club membership? Because he got, a Costco membership, and now he's, taking all this stuff and, all their food items and comparing them and eating them side by side. Sophie says it'll be interesting how long it will take to film a Harry Potter series compared to the movies, which sounds like it was rough. Well, a Harry Potter series will be the book length, so they should be able to do it. And if it's on HBO or anything like that, which it is, it'll be a 40-something minute show, 50-minute show at least.
Hopefully it's an hour.
Per episode. And the first book, now once they start getting into the bigger books, it'll be different, but the first book read by somebody is only 8 hours long.
Yeah, so the first book they're going to be able to do in their 10 episodes. The second book they'll be able to do in their 10 episodes. The third book, they should be able to fit it in there. But then after that, the books get really big. Yeah, and that's why they want this to be a 10-year series and not a 7-year series.
Because the Audible book of like that one is like 20 hours and then 29 hours and then.
Order of Phoenix the biggest.
Yeah, that one's I think 29.
Yeah, you're on the big one now.
Because the one before was like 20. Yeah.
And
the
so,
Fire.
you know, and they've got 10 hours of time per season to do it. That's plenty. Like, you know, an 8-hour book, 10 hours of movie.
Because the thing of it is like you have somebody reading the book. These people are going to be acting the whole whatever's happening. Mm-hmm. So it doesn't matter. Like, it should go fast, like pretty quick.
Yeah, they might even be able to get the first season done in 6 episodes, but
Hopefully they'll do it within like the 10 or whatever that they normally do for their series.
I think they'll end them with the bigger books. They have to fill in 10 years, and they're not going to do any after stuff. Right. I just hope that the first one is something more in the past than the books. Like, sit down with her and say, okay, what led to this?
Robbie says the only decent thing about the women's show is that Rhonda won't be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be true. Sophie says for the second year in a row, Dom is in a love triangle storyline. Sophie also says, remember the first couple of Saudi Arabia shows, there were no women allowed.
Yeah. Think about what WWE has done for that country.
How about, Sophie, that they have an all-men's pay-per-view that isn't located in another country that doesn't want women in anything? How about that?
No.
What's fair is fair.
He's wiping his genitalia with his shirt.
That's gross.
He's going to throw it in the audience after he wiped his genitalia with it. Then flipped him off and threw it on the ground.
Why not?
That's what you do. Poor wrestlers here. Big Brody King's gonna lose to Josh Alexander. Alexander the Small. Alexander the Non-Great. Not Alexander the God King. Not the God King. Yes, the God King. That's how many movies are in there.
Wow, that's a lot, huh?
Mm-hmm.
What's our thing at? How much space? Do we have room for all the ones that aren't there yet?
I don't know exactly what that means.
All the ones that are just going to be coming out.
Well, yeah.
Do we have these? Are those in there?
Yeah, these are not out yet, right?
Oh, they should be there.
Oh, wait, no, these are the ones that are out. Yeah, these we have.
What does the green mean? Then how
come
these
just
are
mean
gray?
Okay. It means because these are the quality,
and
okay. I have these turned off.
Mm-hmm.
See how these are off? So if I click that, it turns into that. But I turn them off so it doesn't sit there and keep downloading.
Oh, I see.
Because it'll download to a certain quality.
Mm.
And I don't care that it's 720p.
Robbie's like, Sophie, with that clickbait information. Not clickbait.
I mean, but I will turn it all back on. I just didn't want it overwhelmed with.
Right. Robbie says also, this is a tough watch. Yeah. Sophie says, I have a feeling SmackDown will be 3 hours permanently since they keep delaying when SmackDown going back to USA Network.
I was hoping, I'm like, fuck, it's getting to be spring. Hopefully this shit's done. Because it's so bad. It's like, it's worse than Raw was when Raw was 3 hours. But it's also under Triple H, so it makes sense. Triple H is like, look, we're going to have 6 matches. You can do whatever the fuck you want in between them. It's like, no. Don't do that. Yep, that's what we're doing. Don't do that. Nope, that's what we're doing. He's like, but it's so good.
That's funny. wonder if like people really do tell him that to lick his butthole. Like they're like,
what you're doing is so good. Wrestling hasn't been this good for so long. They're all up and they're just reaming it. It's like a dog.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, dude, I put peanut butter on my butthole. Do I look like I put peanut butter on my butthole?
All these need to be deleted and redone.
What do you mean deleted?
And redone. They're just too big. That's stupid. To have any movie that big. Literally.
Don't delete them.
I'll do it one at a time when I go to do it. And
you're just gonna be like.
But that's what happens when you're dealing with these 2160s.
You're a 21, but not a 60.
I'm definitely 21. In my brain.
Somebody says to find my information online on random sites. I wonder who will be cast as Draco, Harry Potter rival. He's gonna be a Filipino boy. Just saying.
His name is Piccola. I don't know, some white-haired kid. They could do it like they did in the Dragon Show.
It's gonna be an albino. It's gonna be an African albino.
So I just said, like the Dragon shows that we watch.
Not them. No, the people from Africa that are actually albinos. They're gonna get one of them.
Okay, first of all, there's not that many albino humans in the planet.
There's lots of them there. They hunt them down and take their body parts. I watched a documentary about it. Do you think they have magical powers? Isn't that crazy?
Those are pygmies, and they eat
No.
And it's their flesh.
No, it's actually, it happens, and I don't remember where it was at, but it was in Africa, and there's like a whole,
I'm sure
like
it's the Congo.
specific section tribe that has a lot of albinos. It runs like in their DNA and their genetics or something. It's crazy. Like, so they have like a lot of them, and they literally have to have like, what do you call?
Oh God.
People to keep them safe. What do you call those guys?
Security
people, right? To like for their villages and stuff, because other people come in, other
tribes.
in the area, tribes. Yeah, you can say that. Come in and kidnap them, and like lop off body.
That's
lop off
the
their
part
arms.
you mute.
Lop off their arms.
They literally.
They come in and they. Well, I don't know if it'd really be kidnapping. I mean, they do. It's I
they
watched
torture
the whole
them.
thing on like National Geographic about it, or one of those stations had it, Discovery Channel or something, about what happens and what they do. Isn't that insane? That's crazy. And the only reason why they do it is because they think that they have magical powers. Isn't that crazy?
And they would have less magical powers.
They think if they
hands.
take like their flesh, you could say, and stuff, that they will have magical. They'll have magical powers. Isn't that horrible?
Right.
Like, they're just people, by the way. They have a genetic anomaly is what it is.
Right.
And they're like, they have magical powers. We're going to kidnap them and kill them or lop off body parts. And that's awful. Like, that's gross. Like, people are gross. But they get totally...
I watched a
hair.
whole interview on a guy that's from there. That lived there, grew up there.
Uh-huh.
Barely, he speaks English, but it's not like you or I.
That's probably good. He speaks better English.
Right.
He speaks the Queen's English.
Not that type.
I just
But
tease
yeah.
it.
He's like, chip, chip, cheerio. I'm like, oh God.
Anyways, you were saying...
Well, yeah, and it's just, he talks about why that would be, like why that would happen.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the color.
Yeah, like the difference, like, because they're different, or whatever they consider. I mean, in all reality, right, it's no different than how the LDS religion looks at Down syndrome children, right? They just don't kill them and eat their flesh. They renown them because they're
They throw them
quote-unquote...
off the top of a mountain.
They're because they're soldiers of God or however it is.
Just like all Mormons, he was inspected at birth. If he'd have been puny, sickly, or small, he would have been cast.
So he says, I meant for some reason USA Network is delaying when SmackDown goes back to 2 hours. Robbie says, Raw, I really do struggle watching Raw. I get an hour in and can't keep my eyes open. Dude, it's boring and it's on a Monday night.
It's such a bad show.
And it's worse with Fridays because who the fuck wants to sit around for 3 hours on a Friday night watching that shit? Like, really? Like, they're like, you know what? We're going to do this on a Friday night when people, like, should be out partying, having a good time. We're going to have a 3-hour show. Like, fuck off. Good God. Sophie's like, is it hard to make a TV series from a TV show and a movie?
What? Say that again.
What does that even mean?
Well, say it so I can hear it.
Is it hard to make a TV series from a TV show and a movie?
Well, she probably means a movie. And that's not what they're making it from. They're making it from the books.
Yeah, the TV series for Harry Potter is based off of the books.
They're not
Forget the movies altogether. Nobody cares about those.
Yeah, they're gonna go. They're gonna go by the books. I think you're going to get some movie aspects, that where they screwed up, in my opinion, is. But I understand it. Okay, so as a human being, when we watch something on television, we want excitement, like explosions, excitement, right?
Uh-huh.
And a lot of the Harry Potter stuff isn't that.
No.
It's character
very
building
story
and it's very story driven.
Mm-hmm.
And so when they had a chance for Quidditch in the movies, they blow it up like it's this spectacular thing. And it is. It just doesn't last that long in the books. Like where we'll just say it's a eighth of the movie,
mm-hmm.
a Quidditch match. 15 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Where in the books, it's not an eighth of the book. A Quidditch match. It's not even a 32nd of a book. It's just, and that's what they did. Just like the Triwizard, the dragon chase.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like that.
No.
None of that happened. A dragon would break free and chase him, and then all the wizards and witches just sat there and said, "Oh, let's see how he does," as they're tearing up the castle, trying to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
Dumbledore would have...
Could you imagine how angry you would be?
He would have went and done something.
Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden the castle's just fine, like it never happened.
Mm-hmm.
It fixed itself.
It's Hogwarts Castle. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
But in the book, I mean, obviously there's no chase scene there. And so they're trying to make it more movie friendly. Anyways, go ahead.
Sophie says, do you think this Harry Potter series will be set in some sort of multiverse?
I don't know.
Why? Why would it be set in a multiverse?
I don't know what that means, and I don't like the word. Because if you're talking about, like, having the other characters, like, come in and out...
No, multiverse as in, like, Marvel type stuff.
And having the other characters come in and out. Like, Hermione, like, comes in from... But she's older, because she's already done it, and they're occupying the same space. That's fucking weird. No, they're not going to do that.
Robbie says, Sophie, I wouldn't trust your sources if you put them in a burger and all over fries. Sophie says, I have read the books. It was good. I wouldn't be able to tell the difference between the books and movies.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you've seen the movies, it does pollute the books a little bit. I will say
not
that.
that way. It'd be the other way around. If you've read the books, it pollutes the movies because the movies are a completely weird depiction.
Well, I don't care for movies to garbage, though, is what I'm saying. But if you've read the books, you know what happened, but then you'll be like, oh, shit. Did that happen, or was that in the movie? And then you have to, like, either read it again or watch it again and be like, oh, I guess that was in the book. Oh, I guess that was in the movie.
Sophie says they haven't cast Harry's aunt, uncle, and cousin yet. I was like, Sophie, you should audition. Sophie says we kind of almost had a all-men's show with this past Saturday night's main event if they didn't add that horrible Zelina-Chelsea match.
Horrible?
That's not very cool.
That was far from horrible.
Robbie says, it's not hard if you have a decent producer, director making it.
Dude, I don't even know if Spielberg could have pulled that off. Those movies. Or what's his name? The guy that does Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
What's it? Cameron?
Maybe. James Cameron.
James Cameron. George Lucas, James Cameron, and who's the first one I named? Steven Spielberg couldn't have pulled off a good Harry Potter movie. Unless they made it parts and made it one full movie. Then you could probably pull it off, which instead of making separate movies, you just make separate books, but it's one story. Because Harry Potter in reality is one story. It's just several books. It's not a series of books.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Something wrong with his arm?
Might have hurt his shoulder or something. The other guy's bloody.
He didn't want him touching it. He literally looked at the ref and was like, on that arm. And he's not doing anything with it.
Yeah, like I said, he might have hurt his shoulder. He's holding it like a gay one. It's a loose.
Yeah, he might have hurt his something.
Murder Hawk. So what was the point of bringing in Alexander if you're just going to have him lose?
I don't know.
To a jobber?
They already had a Canadian, that's why.
What?
They didn't have another one.
I didn't know that's what it was for.
Sophie says, wonder how long it will be to edit a TV series. Sometimes shows cut out scenes and add them to a later season. Bobby says, sure, Sophie.
It's going to have a shit ton of CGI. So I think each season, I'm hoping it doesn't. I'm hoping that they have the manpower to do it. But like the dragon one with Lord of the Rings or whatever, that shit, it's 2 years in between each series.
Sometimes, yeah.
Well, we've seen 2 seasons.
Well, it wasn't supposed to be that whatever
House
one
of the
that they
Dragon.
delayed a couple times. Robbie says, sure, Sophie. And Sophie says, they say the Harry Potter series will be out sometime next year.
Yeah, and it could be. If HBO wants to spend that type of money on it, I mean, it's a banger. It has potential to be the greatest thing that's ever been on TV.
Mm-hmm.
Big Bang Theory, MASH, those types. Frasier. What's the other one? Cheers. Is there another big series in history?
I don't know.
You're like, I don't hear your voice. I have no idea what you're saying. The biggest series is ever. MASH, right?
Yeah, I guess. What about it?
My lord.
I'm trying to not, like, get up and leave, because I don't want to see this shit that's coming up. So.
This has the potential to be the greatest series of all time.
Oh, the Harry Potter stuff?
Mm-hmm. If they do it right.
Yeah, but they won't.
She's looking like a boxer. Let me carry all my belts.
She looks like a retard.
Huh, this shit's almost over.
Yeah,
It
it's
went by
taking
pretty
too
quick.
long. I feel like it should have already been over.
She's in some fuck me pumps.
Ew. Are they in it like yakking? Bored. Did she win that?
Yeah.
Oh,
I told you that.
Jesus fucking Christ. Good Lord. That's fucking gay.
She beat the hater.
That's fucking dumb as fuck. Why the fuck would they do that? Are they just trying to make it just garbage?
Is it me or
Fuck.
does she have like really pointy tits on? Like, is that they did it on purpose? Like, make it a star?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a star, maybe. Yeah, looks like it's on purpose. Something gross. Bobby was like, sure, Sophie. And then Sophie says they say the Harry Potter something. Oh, I read that. And Sophie says, see you Friday. Bye, Sophie.
Bye.
Bobby says, oh no, not the wiener. Yeah, not the wiener.
That's true. Well, first of all, Owen didn't do anything. He died too young. I know people are talking about putting him in the Hall of Fame, but the problem is did he do anything? Are they really going to build this up for fucking 7 weeks? Tony's going to fucking eat her alive. Oh my. Oh, it's just 45 days away.
Yeah, when you say it like that, it makes it so much shorter than 7 weeks.
Yeah, but she got a bunch of crappy belts. It'd be different if she had good ones. Is she going to carry that pink belt around? Adam Cole and Britt Baker didn't carry it around. Oh, she's laying it on the ground.
She took her shoes off.
Oh, Lord. Sasha's so bad.
Oh, God, I fucking can't stand this cunt. Ugh. That's why I am not listening.
AEW fans are so sick of the black and white. Wait, I'm way better than she is. I can't do it like she does.
You can't over exaggerate it.
Of the black and white. And they want some color. What she said.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude.
It's like The Godfather. You come here on the day of my daughter's wedding.
You don't even look at me.
You never invited me to your house for a cup of coffee. And now you ask me to do murder. Oh God, here we go.
Oh, is she trying to act like her? Is that what it is? She's trying to act like Tony? It's not about you, Tony. It's about my legacy. When I'm like the Beyonce of women's wrestling.
Isn't that bad?
Yeah, it would be. That means that literally you have people taken out and killed and murdered so you can have stuff.
I'm the bargain basement of the women's division.
I'm the bargain basement.
I mean, I don't know. Has Beyonce ever had a song that was any good?
All the single ladies.
Was that her or was that Destiny's Child? I thought that was Destiny's Child, but I could be wrong.
Excuse me.
It could be her.
I don't know.
All the singlets.
I thought that was when she was by herself.
And it could probably. Yeah. About 40 pounds different.
That's the same thing, just so you know. Being a boss and a CEO are pretty much the same thing. Robbie's like, oh, still too long. So, Quitter is ever gonna fight on Wednesdays or just chat shit constantly? Well, considering that's all she knows how to do is have poop fall out of her mouth.
What is on her hips?
The TBS championship.
No, like, look at her hips. It's like napkins or something.
I think it's because she's in Texas, so they're saddlebags.
Is she a horse?
Yeah.
It's on both sides.
Yeah, you know, like a saddle.
I know what a saddle is.
No
They're
way.
saddlebags.
Then why do you keep questioning it?
There's things. It looks like toilet paper or something.
She looks like a fucking retard.
You think?
Literally. I don't know who's making her outfits because we know it's not her husband anymore. Her outfits have gone downhill quite a bit. Hey, Cat. Mandu, what are you doing? Oh, did you need some lovin's? You are a cat. You are a cat. You're a cat. You're a cat. This is your butt. This is your butt. This is your butt. This is your butt. That's your butt.
Oh, she's saying she's died. She's part of the Illuminati, maybe. She's our champion.
Robbie's like, oh, that Valley Girl voice. Robbie's like, D, is that what it is? That's your spot.
Oh god, she made Sasha break character. She break character. The tunnel.
Thanks, buddy.
She's made fun of her fatness. Not even your hips are wide enough for the money train.
That's not very cool. Why would she do that?
How the hell is Sasha taller than her? Oh, she's in the...
She's on
yeah.
pumps and she is on
Barefoot,
nothing.
yeah.
She took her shoes off. Holy shit, these bitches are crazy. Yeah? You're cleaning your butt? Good job, buddy.
He doesn't clean his butt, so no. I can answer your question. Guarantee he's not looking at it. He's like, eh.
I don't think he can get to it. I think when he leans over, it just kind of like... it just disappears.
Put some candy on it. Poor fucking Wellington. It's like, I love this shit.
Rob is like, quitter. She's not done any better leaving WWE.
No.
No, she's just garbage. She's even more garbage than she was before.
Hopefully that's it. She's reaching out her olive branch. She pulled the Trump, pulled her in close, and smelled her.
Sniffed her.
Yeah. Surprised she didn't try to make out with her, like she did the Japanese girl at the pay-per-view. They made out afterwards. They're not going to do anything.
Thanks, buddy.
That was a preview for All in Texas! Why is there a new announcer? What happened to Sockface or whatever?
Sockface
Or
has
Tony
been there.
Schiavone?
Oh, I don't know. Isn't that him?
This guy is new. Like, he hasn't been there the whole show.
Oh, her outfit's falling off.
Oh.
Gross.
Give us some titties!
She doesn't even have any.
Give us some ironing board with some raisins on it.
Gross. Her outfit's
It
been
broke.
terrible. Good lord.
Look at Tony. This girl, she doesn't even realize that her shit's broken. Oh, don't bounce.
shit's all fallen. What a dumb asshole. Oh, man.
Tony. She's almost as good as, what's her name? Who's the greatest breakdancer of all time?
I don't know.
Ray Beam?
Somebody from
Ray Gunn.
Australia.
Ray Gunn.
Come and get me. Robbie says this build needs a bit of a brawl, not lackluster tussle and scared runaway. Anyway, thanks for watching Wrestling Cat. Bye-bye, Robbie says. Exactly. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on this Wednesday night. Don't forget, we'll be back again on Friday for SmackDown. Oh, the excitement. 3 hours of garbage of hate and loathing. All right, everybody. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you on Friday night.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gap. Bye-bye.
Bye.